Hello, McFluffy52 here, back with some more Wildsville Drain action, and today we're playing a Virtue of Strength deck that I'm calling Virtue of Phyrexia, because we're actually playing a Boros reanimator deck, hoping to reanimate Virtue of Strength, which is a 7-mana green enchantment that says if you tap a basic land, it produces three times as much mana instead. So the goal here is to reanimate Virtue of Strength, and then go ahead hit our opponent with a White Sun's Twilight for 10 or more, and then haste our creatures in with Bitter Reunion, going ahead and killing them instantly because we'll have 10 1/1 Phyrexian Mites with Sick 1, giving them 10 poison counters. That's the plan of how we're going to win the game. This deck was heavily inspired by a Stone Shrider video, which I'll link in the description below. A very cool deck from them. They make standard and historic videos, so definitely recommend checking them out if you're looking for more interesting content as well. But we're gonna go ahead and see how we do in the rank ladder with this deck. I've tested it several times in the play queue, the normal queue, and I won like the 2 or 3 games that I played, so it was pretty cool seeing it actually working. I think we're gonna have some tougher matchups here on the rank ladder where people are playing more aggro, like mono red, and more interactive decks. So we'll see how we can do. If you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. And oh yeah, I was gonna say I changed up the list quite a bit from the one in the video. One of the notable things I added was one with the Multiverse, because I think it's just such a good like reanimator target in general. As if you have it in a reanimator deck, you can reanimate it and then you can jam that important card from your hand onto the battlefield for free instead of just going ahead and worrying about actually reanimating it, which is very, very nice. Okay, this hand is shaping up to be pretty much exactly what we need. We just need to survive and hopefully not get counterspelled. Our opponent's playing Dimir though. You know what that means? That is not likely. Go ahead, crack this land. We're playing Evolving Wilds and the Cabaretti Courtyards to go ahead and basically find our mana fix, because we have double light pips with our White Sun's Twilight, our Repair and Recharge, our Depopulates. So yeah, that's the plan on how we stall out the game, but
no secret is safe.
I think this is going to be one of the worst matchups for us, unfortunately, but we'll find out here very shortly. But anyways, I'm going to do this while they're tapped out, just so we don't have to worry about going down cards for free for our opponent here. We're playing Cathartic Pyre, which is actually a nice bit of interaction here, in a deck that might not typically be playing a ton of interaction. Since they're in the attack phase, they can't activate their Kaidos, but just go ahead and get rid of it now. They're going to miss on any sort of activation unless they have a counterspell, and if they use counterspell now, we get to play the Repair and Recharge without too much of a worry. Though I think if we Repair and Recharge, we might actually get the one with the Multiverse, just so that we have free spells. Opponent's tapped out, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going with the one with the Multiverse because it allows to cast spells off the top of our library. This is another reason why I think it's just such a darn good card for these types of like reanimator decks, is because you just dig through your library like crazy. Okay, we can win. No, we can't win next turn. We need a way to give our creatures haste. Now our opponent might hold up a counter spell, but we have the one with the Multiverse, which means we can play this for free, and so the mana cost doesn't, or like the mana restrictions don't matter, which is another great reason to be playing one with the Multiverse. Is when you're playing primary colors as your reanimator, and then you're like other stuff is you're playing off color cards that you want to reanimate. It can allow you to still like play them potentially. Alright, we'll play this land off the top, I think. We'll play this Virtue of Strength, because I think we're gonna want that for free. And then we'll go ahead and start going here and see if we can find what we want. Bitter Reunion. Perfect. So, with this, I'm not quite sure if we'll have enough mana, but we'll find out here very shortly. I'll discard this Invasion of Mercadia, I think. How much mana do we have? This is the drum roll, please. Oh, I think we win. Because we pay 10 into this and we still have enough. We'll do 11 just in case they have one removal spell, and then we have one to activate our Bitter Reunion. And boom! First game, first win, is that it? Now we have to select them, because, well, they have a Planeswalker, and that's 10 poison. Actually 11. Wow. That was, I did not expect a game against Dimir to go so smoothly, but sometimes you get lucky. That was amazing. But yeah, one with the Multiverse, I'm such a big fan of it. I love it, as well as another really fun one if you're playing like these big enchantment reanimator decks. There's like Creature Reanimator, which the reason I have to distinguish between the two is because there's very different cards that you can use to reanimate. In enchantment reanimator decks, or enchantment or artifact reanimator decks, you have your cheaper cards to get off, or like the easier cards to get off here, which are the reconstruct the campus or whatever the Naya spell that we're playing, and then you also have the 5-mana white one. I don't remember the spell names at all. Alright, this hand is actually pretty bad because we didn't have any draw discard. But it's also really cool with like this much draw discard, you can really go through your deck quite quickly. So although we're playing a combo that is pretty restricted to like 3 cards that we need to find throughout our entire deck, we're playing 4 copies of them. And we can draw and discard through like the top 20 cards of our library pretty reasonably in most matches, I would say. Once you hit past like 20 cards, you're starting to be like, what the heck? I feel a little unlucky here, but I don't know what our opponent's up to. I think they're the either domain ramp or the big combo one. Oh yeah, campus renovation. Sorry, not campus reconstruction. Campus renovation. It's an uncommon, so it's very easy to pick up. And it's also cool that this deck is like a lot of basics. Okay, so we're playing the standard domain ramp, I think, is our opponent's playing here. As much as I would like the Cathartic Pyre and like discard some cards and draw some cards, I think we might actually need to hold off. I could discard this White Sun's Twilight, and then I don't really know if I want to discard the big score is the problem. Okay, now we definitely want to discard stuff. We're not running into anything. Let's get rid of a White Suns just in case we draw into a land. Yeah, let's do this. I guess I should have done the Cabaretti Courtyard if I don't plan to cast the Pyre. This is very awkward. Not every hand goes smoothly, I guess. As smoothly as that last game. Good. Draw, discard 2 cards. I think we'll get rid of... Let's get rid of just the land. We get an Evolving Wild. We want to find an untapped land if we can, because then we can campus renovation back our one with the Multiverse, which allows us to cast our big score for free, which would be cool. We do not successfully find that. Good, and Evolving Wilds for you can't cast like X spells for free off of one in the Multiverse, I don't think. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it. I think you would probably see a lot about how broken that is. If it actually did function as that. That'd be really cool, but we still need to find our Bitter Reunion if we want to win the turn that we cast it. Man, I'm so happy that first game went so smoothly. Because I'm on a bit of a time crunch for this video. I won't be able to record like an hour and 15 long minute video for... I don't normally do that anyways, but if I was trying to find Struggling to combo off. Well, campus renovation first here, I think. Get our one with the Multiverse. 2 free spell, or 2 spells that we exile. Ooh, we can't cast that Virtue of Strength for free because of, wait, can you cast this for... Okay, we learned a lesson today. It doesn't ask you for your X cost. I thought it would ask us for an X cost and tell us that we can't. So now I feel very sad. Oh, I guess these lands are also good because you can shuffle away the top of your library if you're struggling to cast the spell off the top of your library. But very sad opponent. We get to keep these until next turn. It says until the end of your next turn. So we get to play the Virtue of Strength on our turn, hopefully. That is fine because at least we get a Virtue of Strength. Can't cast our mountain, but we know there's a mountain on top of our library. We'll have 6 mana at our disposal. A Depopulate would really hit the spot right about now. Opponent trying to figure out what they want to tutor up. But yeah, Domain Ramp, this is one of those top 8 Worlds decks. 2 Domain Ramp decks showed up in the top 8 of Worlds. None of them, well, the finals turned out to be Esper against Esper. So, do with that information what you may. If we tap like this, do we still have like manas? Actually, it doesn't matter. We're dead. We can. What if I do this? Garen Brig Growth. Oh no. Alright, good game. We can generate a bunch of mana, but we have all lands in our hand. We are playing 26 lands, so we can very comfortably discard and find into more lands, and we're trying to cast 5 mana reanimator spells, so it's not terrible. But maybe we need to go down a few lands. That was a little unfortunate. Our opponent had the answer. So I feel like there's something. I'm spacing on it, but I feel like there's something I could have done there. That I made a mistake. Though that game's already out of my brain somehow. Alright, 2 Bitter Reunions. This is very good. Because we want the Bitter Reunion so we can haste things in. So we'll take this. In terms of discard spells, this is one of the best. Like, draw and discard spells. Bitter Reunion's gotta be one of the best draw discard spells. Actually discard the plains because we have Cabaretti Courtyard. And we do have 26 lands. I don't want to keep it, but we're just gonna discard a land. There we go. We drew into a mountain anyways. Everything's fine. Uh-oh. Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Card is pretty interesting. I think we'll just Bitter Reunion. Discard the Invasion of Mercadia. I don't think we're ever gonna flip the Invasion. Ooh. Alright, so we now have a better discard target. With the one with the Multiverse, and then we can hopefully draw into a reanimation spell with our big score. Alright, our opponent is playing a slow Dimir deck? I don't know, but we'll find out. They're tapped out, so we're gonna cast this on our turn. Right. Since they're still tapped out, I might go ahead and... Do we want to discard our Virtue of Strength? We can actually hard cast it next turn. We're just gonna pass. The treasures do mean that we can hard cast it because it's generator 2 green. So if our opponent is worth their weight in gold, they're gonna counterspell. There's a Dimir reanimator. Path of Peril. Okay. So we have a backup plan in our thing, unless they have Dissipate, which exiles whatever we play. But we still can reanimate the one with the Multiverse if necessary. Make disappear, so we're still happy with that. Well, we'll live with that. Happy might be a strong word. Alright, they probably have another Make to Spear. So this will be kind of sad, but we can try. Yeah, Dimir fun times here. As I said, interaction gonna be rough. We would prefer to be matched up against an aggro deck because we have like 3 copies of Depopulate, which we haven't seen any. Which is kind of shocking, but our best matchup, or our better matchups, are probably like something like that. Do we play the land? Do we play the land before we cast the big score? Yeah, let's do it. I'm not getting counterspelled today by a 3-minute tax. I don't know what that... Okay, we still managed to draw into more lands. Alright. Discard the courtyard. Keep digging. Aha, we found it. Alright, we'll go ahead. Pass. We can try and Cathartic Pyre their Memory of Tashira if necessary, but... yeah, we flip this for them. They could gain more life. We're not really worried about the life gain to some degree. Another Path of Peril into the graveyard. Looks like an anti-mono red deck to some degree. Someone's not a fan of mono red, I would say. Please play something. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tap out. All I need you to do is not have Spell Pierce, but I think we can actually pay for Spell Pierce. That's not even a problem. Oh my god. Do we have the win here? We'll find out. Well, if our opponent has the Hitotsugu combo, we are dead. But we'll find out. No, we don't have enough mana. In that case, Control Z. Yeah, I don't think we have enough mana. We'll go ahead and cast this. Because if we tap all these, we only have 9 mana. That's not enough. Well, I'm not double tapping Q. If you double tap Q, it taps all your lands to generate your manas. It's probably best to not go for it anyways. Cathartic Pyre, discard. Ooh, we could depopulate, but do we want to bet on them not having put something big on the top of their library? We can try. And this will gauge what's in their deck, maybe? This is bad. They could have a Shield Druid. Does that impact this poorly? Gotta sneeze. Ah, sorry. Alright, we're just gonna pass turn, I think. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Oh, what do we hit? Another Hitotsugu? A Jace? Please no counterspells. Please no counterspells. I didn't realize they could grab Planeswalkers. Oh yeah, we have no creatures in our deck. They can't mill us here unless they have a way to double up the effect. They do get to draw 3, so that's horrible for us. They're more likely to have a hard counter. Nope, they tap out. They tap out. Alright, so we gain the life at the same time they... So as long as they don't put... Actually, yeah, I think we're fine. I think regardless, we're basically fine here. We're going to be killing their entire board with the White Sun's Twilight. and hopefully winning the game. 'Cause I think we gain the life at the same time, well, before their trigger goes off. So, we'll go ahead, we have 25 mana that we could dump into this, so we'll go ahead and pay 20, we'll play 22, that's fine. That leaves us with 3 mana to activate all of our bitter reunions. They get to cast one of these, which is hopefully not a sweeper. It's a go for the throat, or a cut down, that's hilarious. And yep, that's gonna be game. Nice. "21 poison. That's pretty good. Not bad. Holy. Well, that was not what I was expecting from a Dimir deck. I was not expecting them to tap out so much. They had like one make disappear, or no, not one make disappear. They had like three. 2, 3. But we somehow managed to make our way through it. I really enjoy Reanimator. I can't help but get excited every time I play a Reanimator deck. And this is a really cool way to kill your opponents. So big shout out to Stone. Oh god, did I butcher it? Oh no. Well, it's in the description. I'm not gonna bother going through YouTube to verify at the moment because I don't want some sort of ad to pop up, play in the background. Brunschilde. I'm surprised we've done so well so far. 2 wins and a loss, and then the games that I played of unranked also went pretty well. I didn't realize that made sound. Cabaretti Courtyard makes sound when it goes off. Is this Bant control? That's gonna be rough if it is. Bitter Reunion. I'm gonna get rid of a campus renovation, unfortunately. I really don't want to miss the land drops, and I'm worried here. It does reveal our strategy here to our opponent, but I'd rather get it. Since our opponent's playing, like, maybe Farewell. They're not gonna Farewell our Bitter Reunion. We can probably play it. We'll just play Invasion of Mercadia, though. Discard the Evolving Wilds. We should draw into more lands. There we go. I was looking at a Bitter Reunion. They're looking at it funny. I don't appreciate it. Topiary Stomper, so maybe it's just the main ramp. Which I think we actually have a good matchup against, because we can just finish them off from nowhere. Out of nowhere. We don't play any creatures, we just need to not die early, so that I actually think this is a pretty good matchup. As long as they're not playing their disdainful strokes. We had Bitter Reunion a mountain away, I think. We would like to find a plains. There we go, plains. And then we'll throw possibilities away a mountain. Can we get like a reanimation target? That would be great. We're 20 cards into our deck. We have not found a one with a multiverse or our we can Depopulate next turn. We still have throw the possibilities, so we can discard something or one of our reanimation targets if necessary. So if we're not gonna cast anything big this turn, so we might not waste this turn depopulating. Probably better to throw possibilities here. Start a repair and recharge. Hopefully we draw into more action. One with the multiverse. Yeah, that's definitely action. Are we gonna miss a land drop this turn? Oh, okay. That entered the battlefield this turn. Our opponent's just... How many more land drops than we have? 4 plus their Awakened Skyclave. They have 5 more mana than us. What if they're playing any Make to Spheres? Bird Migration. Okay, that's fine. Resolve. That is very nice, because then we can sweeper the board without too much care. Or without feeling bad. Okay, we drew into all 3 to Depopulates. 0 of our 6 actually, no, I lied. We drew into the one with Multiverse. I just forgot. Okay. I wonder if Domain runs any of the manlands. I didn't think I saw any in the Worlds top 8, or Worlds deck list. Sorry, opponent. We're not playing any creatures, so they're not going to get anything from us, but they will be able to get their Topiary Stomper back each turn. Sorry. Oh. Where, oh where could it be? I could sack one of these and then reanimate them. Why can't I reanimate that? Oh, this says Artifact or Enchantment? Why? Oh, I can just cast it because it has an extra line here. We're gonna do this. This is super roundabout. Like, I can't think about a more roundabout way to do this than to do this. Literally sack our Bitter Reunion to reanimate it. That's impressive. Alright, let's see what Reed Duke was running. Reed Duke was running Domain. And they were in the top 8 with Domain. That's not Reed Duke. ABC. Davis. Jim Davis. Martin Dimir. Reed Duke, here we go. What was I was checking? I forget what I was up to. Anyways, let's go ahead and reanimate here. Reanimate one of these bad boys. Fortunately, I will not be able to cast any of these Virtue Strengths from exile. So if they remove one of these, we're gonna have a tough time. I'm afraid that is not how this... Well, that sort of works, but not at all. Yeah, you get rid of our one with the Multiverse, but the Virtue of Strength is actually what we're built around, so you're pretty fine with it. We're not gonna die to this thing, so we can go ahead and Brill, I think. Just to get through our deck some. Leyline Binding. Can you stop? You're ruining the fun here. This is actually very bad. It's under a Leyline Binding, so it's going to be harder for us to... Actually, if we do this, we should probably be okay. I'm going to discard the land. I'm going to play this Cabaretti Courtyard, probably. And we should be able to play one of these Virtues next turn. We're just grabbing a bunch of planes here, because that's what we need for White Sun's Twilights. Yeah, this one should stick around until our next turn. We can cast it on our turn, and then I think we still have enough mana to one-shot our opponent. We just need it to get down to the ground and stick. Well, get down to the ground and that's it. That's all she wrote. Because as soon as it's on the ground, we can tap all our mana for all the mana we need, and then win. Hopefully. Hopefully we have enough lands. We actually need to top deck an untapped land, I think. Yeah, we need more land. Okay, maybe we just depopulate then. And we need Virtue of Strength to stick around for 2 turns. Another Leyline binding would be bad. Please don't screw with my treasures. In the car. Our opponent is on a track to deck themselves if they keep playing a bunch of 5 mana spells. Or not 5 mana, 5 mana or greater. Are you gonna flip their invasion? You're really gonna flip the invasion? I mean, I guess. I don't think you need the mana, you should be pressuring my life total. That was not what I wanted. Yeah, we're just gonna have to cast it like this. Auto pay. I have to cast one of these Depopulates, I think. Leyline binding, yeah, blah, yada yada yada. Tap our stuff for mana. We just need to get through all their leyline bindings. Oh my god. This is bad. We need more lands is actually kind of the problem here. Just because we didn't have... If we had 9 mana to follow that up, instead of... Or not 9 mana, we needed 13 mana. We need 13 mana after we get our leyline binding. Not leyline binding. I can't speak right now. Toss the Depopulate, toss the Cathartic Pyre. We toss the Cathartic Pyre. Big score. Alright, Evolving Wilds. Problem is that stuff doesn't go to our graveyard. Is that all of our virtues? No. There's one more virtue in the deck. One left. Which is, he needs to survive 2 turns, most likely, because I don't think we'll have enough to lethal our opponent. Put 2 creatures back on the battlefield. We're gonna thin their deck out quite a bit. Yeah, it says search your library for a basic land card. I don't think you can fail to find. It's not a May ability. I think if we play a Virtue now, we can win. Yeah. Now if we get a Virtue, we have 4 times. No, we have 12 mana. We're 1 short. You would have 12 mana with White Sun's Twilight. So we might just have the White Sun's Twilight for the turn. They don't have any sweepers, I don't think. Depending on what deck they're running. Sunfall, well, they might have some Sunfalls. Which could be problematic. Okay, that's a card that I can cast, actually, funny enough. Huh. Is there anything actually good to reanimate in our graveyard? There's nothing I can actually reanimate with in my graveyard. Anyways, we'll play this and see what happens. One's probably going to respond to it nearly instantly with another Leyline binding. They have 1 more in their deck. If they haven't drawn it yet, I would be a little bit baffled. Okay. Do we cast the Depopulate for free? Probably. Cast this for free. And then we can play the Invasion of Arcadia. Hopefully help us find our juice. Get rid of the repair and recharge because it's not anywhere as good as the Campus Renovation. Play a Bitter Reunion. Do I discard the Campus Renovation? I can't. I need to actually discard the there it is. Okay. Wandering Emperor. Sure. Sure.
I've learned much during.
This has been a very long, grindy game. Okay, you get Atraxa back, that's fine. Sure, whatever. Yeah. Very cool. Tracks it. Wow. Very scary card. Do we think they have a make disappear? Or counterspell? Leyline Binding. They put only a Leyline Binding in. Okay, well. Do we still win? 6. Or sorry, 10 minus 5 is 5. Yeah, I think we're still okay. I think we're still okay. Or 10 minus 7. Oh, that's 3. No! No, we can't do it! I can sweeper the board. Give them a bunch of poison. Is that all of our White Suns? We have another White Suns in here somewhere. That's all their ley lines. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go for the plan, sort of. Anyways, it's just we're not gonna be able to lethal our opponent, most likely. Most likely. If we find a land with his campus renovation, we can win. Or we just draw a bunch of lands, and then actually I think we win. I forgot that we draw and discard cards. I forgot that. That's crazy. Anyways. Alright. Yep. It's renovation. A lot of lands. QQ. A 10. We have enough for 11. So we'll do 11. That leaves us with 1 to pay for Bitter Reunion. Wait, cancel? Oh, wait. I can't count. Can't count. Alright, we do this for 9. I can't count. I really can't count. That's actually bad. Yeah, because it's 10 minus 2. I forgot about the generic cost for White Suns. Alright, they need a Sunfall, and then they might have a chance, which they probably have a Sunfall in hand, considering they drew their entire freaking deck. We'll send most of these at their face, I think. They also probably have like another Wandering Emperor. We have one more Sunfall in our deck, so we can potentially win. It's just going to be over the course of 2 turns. Holy moly. They have a Sunfall on their turn. We don't have enough poison to kill them instantly. We're literally 1 mana short. Though, of course, they probably would have responded with Wandering Emperor. Opponent in the think tank right now. Doing the thinking. Is this it? We got them all out of their Leyline Bindings and they can't handle 9 mites. White Sun's Twilight is actually a very strong card. Because it's basically, oh, I sweep the board and I also present a clock immediately at the same time. Good luck. Like, if you don't have a sweeper to follow up the opponent's White Suns, it can be pretty much game. Their opponent probably has. Wait, that's 1, 2 Sunfall. So they gotta have a Sunfall. Or we win by default because they time out. Is that Salt? Is this a Salty Rope that I'm facing? We're 7 cards from the bottom of our library. Opponent has 10 cards in the bottom of their left in their library. Win by rope? I'll take it. I'll take it here because I'm a little worried about what's happening. How our next turn will go. I think we've used... That's 1 throw the possibility, 2 throw the possibility, 3, 4. So we've used all our throw the possibilities. There's a big score, big score. So there's 1 big score left in the deck. 1, 2, 3 campus renovations. Repair and recharge, that's one. Did we discard the other one? So that's all our reanimation spells, I think, unless we have 3 repair and recharge. I think we still have a bitter reunion in there. Yeah, we still have a bitter reunion in there in our deck. There's at least a bitter reunion, big score. There's no Cathartic Pyre, so it's probably like 4 lands, a White Suns, a bitter reunion, and a big score. Opponent here, completely salty roping us. I can't blame them. Toxic is toxic. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. But yeah, we were able to decipher what cards were in our deck because we drew so many. I feel like that was a pretty epic game. I'm kind of sad our opponent left before we could finish the duels of titans here. Them drawing all of their library, us drawing all of our library. Very cool. Actually, maybe that's why they stopped, is because they're afraid of just straight up decking. They would have decked before us, because in order to sweeper the board, they would have had to cast the Sunfall, and that would have drawn them like 2 or 3 or 4 cards. And then we might have been able to find our Sunfall, and then they would lose. Alright, we'll play, actually no, that's gonna be the last game. If I can click cancel here, that's the last game. Alright. A million cancels. That's gonna be the last game because I'm a little short on time. I have to be getting going, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck. Virtue of Phyrexia, really fun. Shout out again to Strider Stone Strider. Why can't I remember it? The link will be in the description for kind of coming up with the idea of using Virtue of Strength with White Suns Twilight and Bitter Reunion. Credit to them. But yeah, if you enjoyed this deck, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what card I should try and build around next from the set. I've been really enjoying taking a look at some of these cards, and maybe it's not a lot of Wild's Veil Drain cards, but at least we get to feature like one card in its element doing pretty good, I would say. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll enjoy yesterday's video where we played... Ooh, what did we play? I'm just gonna go to my deck list because I can't remember off the top of my head. We played... Oh, it was the Simic Cauldron combo. We played the Simic Cauldron combo. It was sort of based off the Cauldron decks that showed up at Worlds, some of them including combos with them. But yeah, have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.